Your Honor, my client has been systematically denied his rights by the Oakdale Police Department for over a year now. Why? Because he had the audacity to fall in love. And why would such a private matter provoke such a public response from the police? Because the woman he had the audacity to fall in love with had been married to the chief of detectives.
I'll go through
a jealous
jail.
man who used the power of his
Tom
office
ask.
to
What
hound
I miss.
and harass my
Well,
client.
Craig's innocent. Surprise, surprise. Demanding release under cognizance.
Get out of town.
Well, that's what Jessica's afraid of. Cass is doing his best to scare her.
Is it working?
And still,
I don't know.
the chief of
Tell me.
detectives would not desist. He disrupted my client's wedding, sending livestock into the middle of the
doing
ceremony.
here,
When
Jen?
that didn't work,
Same as you,
charged up the
making
aisle
sure that
and
Craig
attacked
doesn't
my
get away
client.
with this.
As a result of this, Chief of Detectives Munson was asked to leave the police force. But it didn't stop there. The matter here before us today is a direct result of all that has gone before. I submit, Your Honor, that the case against my client was brought by a police department that's acting in sympathy for its absent chief. Yes, the injury to Barbara Ryan is cruel, but it's not a result of my client's actions. There's simply no evidence.
Just how prepared are you to go forth with this, Miss Griffin?
Completely, Your Honor. Craig Montgomery had the means, motive, and opportunity. And contrary to Mr. Winthrop's assertions, we can place the defendant at the scene. Our evidence is conclusive. Aside from his considerable wealth, Craig Montgomery is known to have friends and business associates on several continents.
The hell is
He
inside that
maintains
box?
lines of credit in several
Who
offshore
knows?
banks.
She's probably bluffing.
And
What could
sits
she
on the
do?
boards of corporations headquartered in Singapore, Hong Kong, and Sydney. It would be no hardship at all for him to pull up
going
stakes.
anywhere until his wife has fully recovered, Your Honor, at which point we have no doubt that Barbara Ryan will identify her assailant and put an end to this coordinated attack against my client.
Why the defendant is now willing to wait for his wife to recover when the night she was attacked he was eager to leave town is a question we can't answer, Your Honor. However, the people are not willing to take that risk.
My client can't be penalized for his success. Yes, he's an international businessman. He has worldwide interests. But his roots are here in Oakdale with his wife, his son, his sister.
His sister, who is spearheading the investigation against him.
As acting chief, it's Margot Yu's job to manage any current investigations.
And to bring to the district attorney's attention any case she deems ready for trial.
I object. The district attorney is being prejudicial.
You're both pushing it, counselors. And I've heard enough. Bail is set at $3 million. I trust that's high enough to keep even you in town, Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
$3 million. When he knows we've got him, he's gonna run.
If he's smart. But the problem with Craig is he thinks he's invincible.
Once you've paid the clerk, you're free to go.
Well, I don't actually carry that much around in cash. Look, here's the key to Barbara's desk in my suite. The BRO.
That's not your money.
Honey,
No, Dad, he's stealing from Mom, Your Honor.
Jennifer,
First he
now
tried
is
to
not
kill
the
my
time.
mother, and now he's stealing from her so he can pay his own bail. You can't let him do
Jen.
that. Your Honor, my mother may never wake up, and you're gonna let him use her money so he can pay off his
Jennifer,
bail?
Your Honor, I am sorry. I will get this under control. Jennifer.
Jennifer, he's not going to get away with it, I promise
Do
you.
you know how many people have promised me things in the past year?
Jen.
Jennifer, wait, listen to me. I know this seems
Get out of
unfair.
my way, Emily.
Sweetheart, you're looking for answers. We all are. Now, when I don't understand something about the law, I ask the guy who knows the most about it. Your dad. Okay, so why don't we go talk to him? Come on. Jennifer, you did a wonderful thing in that courtroom today. You stood up for your mom.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, for all the good it did.
Hey, you'd be surprised.
You know, it's just not fair. He gets to go back to his fancy suite while Mom gets to stay in the burn unit.
You gotta remember, in this country, everybody is innocent until proven guilty.
I'm not saying he's innocent, Dad.
Now, I'm saying that the law works one step at a time. Today was the first step. The prosecution brought charges, the defendant answered them, they negotiated bail. That's the law. That's the way it works.
So he's entitled to use Mom's money to pay his own bail.
Jen, Generally, no, but in this case...
Oh, because he married her, right.
Oh, come on, hon, it'll work out.
He's at the end of his rope, Jen.
You think so? Looks pretty comfortable to me.
I would,
Jen?
No, Hal. Let her go, Hal. Just let her go.
Do you know what that feels like when you just can't make it right?
Yeah, I do.
she'll eat you for lunch, huh?
All right, I've got something I think's gonna perk you up.
What?
Put your fork down.
You can't run that.
Why not?
Because he didn't do it. Believe me, there's nothing more that I would like than to bury Craig Montgomery.
Wait a minute, you actually believe that guy's guilty?
Oh, he is guilty, all right. He has hurt people. He has committed crimes. I just don't think he planted the bomb or he knew anything about it, Emily.
Not going to.
Emily Stewart speechless. Now, there's a headline for you.
How do you want me to react? When Hal Munson, archenemy of anything Montgomery, tells me he's on Craig's side?
Emily, all I know is that when I try to be objective, and believe me, in this case, that is not easy, the facts don't add up. And if I'm honest with myself, I've got to admit the possibility exists Montgomery might be innocent.
All right, you know what? Forgive me if this comes out the wrong way, but are you insane?
You think he did it, period.
I don't know if he did or not, but he's done so many things he hasn't gotten nailed for. Why not just let the guy rot?
I knew you were lying.
Of course I want to see the guy go to the slammer, but I'm looking at the facts. Not only isn't there enough evidence to convict the guy, but some of that evidence might actually prove he didn't do it.
So?
So, nobody should go to prison for a crime they didn't commit.
Okay, what about the crimes he did commit, Hal? Like selling black market microchips or poisoning $1 million thoroughbred? Or how about bumping off that May Lynn woman in jail? You think he's innocent of those crimes, too?
No, I don't. I think he has literally gotten away with murder.
Then let the cops nail him for this. He's got it coming 10 times over.
Emily, it is not that simple.
Oh, Hal, make it simple. Look at him. Look at him. Just sitting there, planning his next move. Cocksure as money and charm can make anything go away, just like it always has. Don't you want to prove him wrong? Don't you want to make him pay for all the grief he's caused you since he came back to town?
Definitely, Emily, but it is fundamentally wrong to use the system for revenge.
I disagree.
Fine. Disagree. So go write about it. Go write your little heart out. Go write an editorial. But the law doesn't work that way. And I will not see a man go to prison for a crime he did not commit. Even if that man is Craig Montgomery.
Am I going to hear this so-called
Killer headline. Seems a pity to waste it.
Well, it doesn't mean much if it's not true. I mean, even in The Intruder.
Cute. All right, tell you what. I'll nix the story if you can convince me there's a decent chance Craig didn't do it.
You'd do that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I told you I may be a sleaze merchant, but...
You've got a conscience. Yeah, I remember.
Good. Now go ahead. Make your point.
Okay. For starters, timeline doesn't work out. Several people saw Montgomery leave the Snyder Memorial Service. There's no way that he could have driven to the boathouse, made that bomb, and planted that bomb in that time.
That's a good point, but disputable.
All right, dispute this. That bomb was a very sophisticated homemade device. There is no way that Montgomery has the technical background to build a bomb like
Of course he doesn't. He paid someone to do it.
To build a bomb? But why would he do that when his M.O. has always been linked to poisoning? Winston Lowe, Maylin Chang, that racehorse.
All right, do you mind if I play devil's advocate just for a minute?
Be my guest.
It makes sense that he would forego poison, considering all the poisonings have been linked to him in the past.
Yeah, but he's always gotten away with it. Why change his M.O. now?
To keep people like you and me guessing. And as for him not being smart enough to build a bomb, of course, he would never dirty his own hands, Hal. He paid somebody to do it.
Maybe. See, but it still doesn't fit in with the timeline that we're talking about. Barbara only uncovered the fact that he was embezzling from her a couple of hours before this explosion. Now, that there's no way that anybody could have constructed and placed a bomb like that in that amount of time.
Okay, that's
Nobody.
true. That's true. And Barbara had no reason to go after him until after she found out Craig was stealing from her.
You see, now this is why I find myself in this very, very bizarre position of barking about how one of the guys that I detest most in this world might just, in fact, be innocent.
So who else have you been barking at, huh? Besides me? Jack Snyder?
Oh, Jack's got his own reasons to hate Craig Montgomery. He's not going to listen to any theories about his innocence.
What about Margot?
Oh, and she's got her hands full going after her brother and her conflict of interest there. I can't go to her until I've got something absolutely concrete.
So, in other words, we're the only two people in the whole world who know what you're thinking.
Just you and me, kid.
Gotta make that call.
Babysitter?
Office. I promised you if you made a strong case, I'd kill the story. I'm a woman of my word.
Hold it. Don't make that call.
Is that an order?
It's a suggestion. I think you should go ahead and run that story.
How? You just gave me a dozen reasons why you think he isn't guilty.
Yeah. But go ahead and print all those questions. Be fair. Don't make it sound like you're trying to exonerate Montgomery. Simply present it that as a journalist, you want to
You know what?
represent
Do you mind
all
holding that
sides.
thought? Because if you're going to give a lecture on Journalism 101, I need to take notes, Hal.
I don't need to be telling you how to do your job.
No, you don't.
Sorry. I guess it comes from too many years of being chief and telling people what to do. Sorry.
Apology accepted.
Will you do it? Will you run the story?
If you promise to stand by me, you know, if I start taking heat for it, because the reputation of the intruder's been challenged, okay? And I'm in no mood to come out of this looking like a fool.
Well, I can't vouch for the paper, but there's no way that you could come out looking like a fool, not with that face.
What about my face, Hal?
Oh, those green eyes, you know, they got a spark. Anybody in his right mind would see some intelligence behind them.
Yeah. Are you sure? All right, no, you keep me posted. That was my stringer down at the courthouse.
Bad news?
I don't know. He said, he had details about evidence that Jessica's about to present. Apparently, they found footprints outside the boathouse the night of the explosion.
And?
And they found a pair of shoes, muddy shoes, that matched the footprints. They belonged to Craig Montgomery. Looks like we can place him at the scene of the crime after all. Hal, take it easy. Losing control is not going to help anything.
Want to make a bet? You were there.
Making a fool of yourself again, Hal?
I know about the footprints. The one that proved you've been lying through your teeth the whole time. You were at the boathouse that night.
Those footprints prove nothing.
Don't say anything else.
Oh, listen to your lawyer, Craig. He knows you're in big trouble. Maybe you didn't cover your tracks as well as
There
you
was
thought.
nothing to cover, Hal.
Craig, that's enough.
You know I didn't do it. You practically told me yourself
That's
this morning.
before I knew about the footprints.
Do those footprints prove I set off a bomb?
Whether you did or not, you were there. You heard Barbara screaming and you didn't do a damn
Hal, this
thing
doesn't
about
change
it.
anything.
No, it doesn't, because the damage is already done. Barbara's in a coma, and if she dies, Montgomery, it's on your head. You heard Barbara screaming. You knew she was hurt, and you left your wife to die?
You don't know what you're talking
You know what?
I don't know if you're
Let's get
guilty
back to
of
the-
attempted murder or not, Craig, but one thing you are guilty of is being a coward.
Oh, you
I
know
don't
what? Hal,
how
you said your
live
piece.
with
That's
yourself.
enough.
Listen,
You know
Lady
what?
Munson.
You're going
Hal,
down this
let's
time.
go, Hal.
You're going down for
Get
good.
out of there, Hal. Go.